Time for more loser bracket matches. We got the cats against the dogs. There is a joke here somewhere. I just don't know what it is. It's embarrassing, I know, I apologize. So, on the left side for our first game, we have the cats with Captain Rex and Lucio. We get Drakia on Cassia, Honglio on Tracer, Erath on Dehaka, and Mopsio on Anubarak. Yes, there is some subs involved here today. The dogs on the right side. Xemixam on Tyrael, we have Master Chips on Leoric, Jhard on Mephisto, Suspect on Falstad, and Link is playing Alexstrasza. Losers bracket time, and let's see which team pulls ahead here. It's qualifier number 2. 8 heroes are pre-banned in this event. And yes, we don't have a draft here right now. Again, I explained it previously. There's so many matches happening in our double elimination qualifiers that I cannot possibly cover all of them. Some happen at the same time. That makes it a bit challenging. So some will be casted after the fact from replays in a bit of a catch-up move, so that particularly everyone that watches this on YouTube can check this out. Now, as usual, this is qualifier number 3 out of 5. We have a $2,000 prize pool for the playoffs, for the main event. The whole thing fully financed by myself. Bit of a Christmas present for everybody. An end of the year tournament that we have here now, unfortunately without a big name sponsor or anything. But yep, we're still getting some action, and that action results in a Mephisto kill. Nice. So, here we go. The cats, they came into this and they were like, who let the dogs out? What's happening here? And then they came in with the first attack and they went, meow, and they took the dogs out. That's exactly what it was. Yep. And that's all that you're gonna get. I don't think I can come up with anything else. The janitor at the top trying to take the trash out. Master Chips already on lane. Has gone for Awesome's renewal as his level 1 talent. And yep, let's see. Cats against dogs. I mean, normally I would say the dogs are gonna take this, but we're talking Nexus dogs here, so I'm not quite sure if they are up to the task. Generally speaking, I think we can all agree that dogs are better than cats. And again, we're talking dogs here, right? I've been talking about this time and time again. A dog starts at knee height. That's where a dog starts. Everything else, not really a dog. Chihuahua, not a dog. We call that, like, I don't know, like a rat in disguise. If it fits in a handbag, it's not a dog. No matter how much you want it to be like that, it's not a thing. Dogs start at knee height, and they stay outside. So yeah, we're talking real dogs here, like proper dogs, you know, like those things. But yeah, not those little barkers that you can just like punt away. Kill against 0. We got level 4 for both teams. Talents are in. With that, we're now getting the Surge of Vitality. We have on top of that Nubarak with the Under King, so already trying to jump a little bit deeper on all of this. With Lucio, they can speed things up pretty quickly here. We got a Skull Missile build for Mephisto. And it's time for Shrine number 1. So let's go. Let's get the show on the road here and get that first big battle over the Punisher started. So we can see who's being able to take this. The dogs already active all over the map, marking the territory here. Trying to also take that camp. The cats, on the other hand, slowly trying to look for a sneaky kill here. Getting a little bit feisty, if you ask me, and showing their claws. Alexstrasza with the heals. Cassie hasn't quite here yet. They are poking out Lucio, on the other hand. Oh, but there's the jump for the bird. And he barrel rolls away. That could have gotten nasty. That could have gotten very dangerous, but able to get away from this. Okay, so first objective is up. Nobody has a level 7 talent, and it seems like both of the teams are currently rethinking their plans to keeping a side laner to get that talent. Leo is moving into the fight because they're realizing it's now or never. So we're not going to see those talents kicking in during this battle. But who is going to take objective number 1? Alexstrasza with the Dragon Queen, very early with the transformation here. Normally you're trying to get this a bit later, but they're attempting to push in and gain control. They also need some kills if they want to be successful here. Master Chips might be in trouble. The Arca is looking for the kill, but Leo survives. And Tracer? Okay, somebody has a death wish over here. And it has been granted. Tracer down. The blue team losing some ground as the dogs are taking over. At least initially. So the dogs are coming in, getting a few hits and kills. We now have 11 stacks also for Alexstrasza. She's going to get a few more as they're getting the first Punisher. So she'll be quickly, yeah, just like 2 more, and she's going to be done with her quest. Has gone straight into the Verdant Flourish over here. Surge of Vitality. And now the chance with the Frozen Punisher to take that wall down a notch or two. Frozen Punisher is obviously always the most dangerous one. It allows you to push extremely aggressively against the opponent's fort, and this should result in some serious damage. It's also the reason why the blue team is now here with 4 members, trying to limit the damage as best they can. But the Punisher with a triple stun here, even if I'm not mistaken, doing really well. So, yep. There's the quick hit coming in as Songlio attacks against J-Hard. Up at the top, we get still our 1 versus 1. And that's also the kill count, by the way. We have only a kill against 1. Falstead taking over at the bottom of the map as he came in and took the camp away. Bit of nice damage in the early game. Again, fort hasn't been destroyed, but it's down by 30% HP. We have a tiny lead in experience now as well for the dogs, and Alexstrasza completes her quest. So we're going to get more globes for the team in every single fight here. A lot of sustain, not only on the hit point side, but also with mana. And yep, up at the top. There's now the next hit coming in. Master Chips already sitting tight over here. Nobody really winning on that lane. Everybody has been able to do at least some damage. As with level 7, we now also have the Subterranean Shield for Mopsio, so when he jumps in with the Nubarak, it's going to be a bit safer on this. Cassia down at the bottom of the map. If they can slow the rotation towards the bot lane, there's going to be some damage on that wall for sure. They might even get the kill. Yep, Falsa goes down. So they kill the birdie, and now they have a chance to take this wall down slowly. Well done. And at that point, we have now nearly level 10 for the red team. So despite the fact that they just lost the bird, they have a chance to force the fight here. Durance of Fate is already in, but without Falstad, they're not really willing to engage into the battle. The blue team was also fairly close to level 10 themselves, so if you go in here all out, then you might run into a problem very quickly and just lose your life there. So, yeah. But either way, we got Lifebinder on level 10, we got Sanctification. On top of that, we of course have Valkyrie. Lucio decided to go into Sound Barrier instead of high-fiving it up. Makes sense against the team, of course. Lifebinder in itself, Lifebinder is actually insane. Like, as an ability, honestly, if you're getting all of these heals through, it's just crazy to me. And the 15-second cooldown is also fairly low, so you can get multiple ones off during a big fight. And it's just bonkers. If you have a tanky frontline to begin with, it's nearly impossible to break through that properly. But again, we're gonna see what happens with the next battle. Top lane already gets pressured. They took the Shaman camp. Not taken yet for the blue team. They are probably gonna wait for the objective with that. So Leo hopes that he's gonna be able to take this out a bit. Going still up against Tehaka here, who might need a bit of help, and Lucio is already on the way. So pushing Master Chips back now. Objective gets announced, and Cassia is immediately starting to move over to the top side. So I would be surprised if they don't go for the Shaman camp here. But then again, Lucio gets caught and killed. Leo has to go for the Entomb to make it happen, but that cooldown will be back for the next fight for sure. So now the blue team is falling a bit behind on the objective. The initial position will be taken by the dogs. Damage output, we've seen 17,000 for Mephisto so far. Fighting a bit of a battle with Tracer for dominance on the hero damage. Lucio is back, so now they can move in here. Haven't taken the camp at all, by the way, so the Shaman camp has not been claimed. They have nothing pushing through the top lane. Both of the globals have now taken to the top of the map and will join the fight eventually, I suppose. But there's no Shaman campers anymore. The red team has taken it early and the blue team hasn't taken it at all. Tracer survives, which in and of itself is crazy. I really thought she would die here. Level 13 Talon, soon TM, 37 stacks already for the dogs as they mark their territory at the bottom of the map and lock in another Punisher. Nicely done. Okay, so with that, 3 kills to 2, we got level 13 Talons. Upward Skull is in, and that's of course the dream. They can go for the kill, and they do. They take Cassia down. Cassia eliminated, 4 kills to 2, and more momentum at the bottom of the map as we are going through that fort. And that is a big lead for the Dogs in game number 1 of this best of 3 series in the losers bracket. That talent advantage obviously doesn't hurt either. Can even move into the middle. Another bomb against Leo. He's still going to survive this, no problem. And Dehaka plus Tracer, they had to already fall back, realizing very quickly that if they overstay their welcome, they're going to be in trouble. So, with that now said and done, we have the hits coming in at the mid lane fort. They were hoping to get 2 structures from this push, and they might still get this. Good gust, even the heal coming out from Alexstrasza. Not necessarily needed in this case, but better safe than sorry. And to be fair, there was some added damage coming up, and I think they would have jumped much harder on Jayhard here if there was a chance to take him down. But with Alexstrasza dropping her ult, wasn't really the case. Cooldown again is rather low, so not a problem for that. Either way, with that said and done, we now have more camps up on the map that the teams can go for. Down at the bottom, already another camp about to be claimed, so they're going straight in for the Khaldor. Somebody has to also channel it and take it. That's exactly what we're seeing. But, yeah, 2 kills, 2-4. Push through the bot lane now. I mean, for the blue team, it's honestly a situation where they have to try and claw their way back into it, right? The Cats have to make a move now. They are falling behind. It's not really a big deal just yet, but if there is another Punisher taken or a few more kills, then they are going to be in real serious trouble. So getting Tyrael killed like this with a good Valkyrie move is a step into the right direction for sure. 4 kills to 3, level 15 now for the red team. There's still a gap that has to be closed, but it's shrinking already. And with Dehaka rotating between the lanes, they got a good chance there. So they're starting to move in quite nicely. Oh boy, Nubura gets caught. Mopsio is down, the Cocoon on the ground as they are hoping to get even more kills. They go for Tracer once again. Recall is in and it might still be a problem. There's the barrel forward. Lucio is moving in too. Eats a bit of damage but is able to get out together with Tracer. So no additional kill after Nuburak had been annihilated. 16, super close now, and the Dogs are trying for that level 16 talent so that they can quickly push that advantage further. Particularly in the middle of the map, we should see the fort fall. Taking down the wall here to eliminate vision would also be beneficial. At some point, one of them should really go for that. We have the next camp about to be taken, and given that they now have 2 camps moving through the mid lane, the fort should be destroyed. I mean, Falstad honestly can take care of that himself if he wants to. Tira is moving in through the top again with the level 16 talents. We now also have the Royal Focus build continued. Lightning Reaction is in Afterburner for even better positioning from Falstad and of course escapability. And with Holy Ground, still a really nice utility tool for Tyrael so that they can cut them off in those choke points even further. We'll see if they're going to use that in the next fight. With level 16, we're now getting Cassia with the Martial Law. And on top of that, we get up the frequency from Lucio. And, well, they have to up the frequency a little bit. They need to get those kills. Epicenter for Nuburak, trying again for these deep dives, but they lose Tracer. The blue team is on the retreat as we have the Dogs pushing, and they're pushing hard. They're catching the Entomb, and they take down Cassia. Cassia eliminated, taken down quickly. And in the middle of the map, they're still barreling through the gate. We're talking keep here. We're 12 minutes in and we're already talking keep. It's only 3 defenders. They already want to do some damage here, and for good reason. They still have 6 Khazras behind them. And with that big of a push, they might even be able to take the entire thing. Lucio's not going to be enough to deal with this. The Haka comes in to try and dangle a carrot in front of their face, but they are fully ignoring it. So even if they're not taking the entire thing, well, they're going to be taking it out. Keep is gone. Nuburak pushed at the top side a little bit and is now applying pressure to the top fort. But Keep lost 12 minutes in, 13 minutes in, and the Shrine is activating at the top side. The fort is not going to get destroyed. Nuburak might have been a bit better off staying here so that the fountain gets destroyed, but now both teams still have a fountain for the next objective, and there's a head start for the Dogs as they are moving in for this. Yeah, this is getting a little bit dangerous for the Cats now. They have to really make sure that they're winning a fight here, or they could get snowballed. They already lost one fort. Now, again, the next attack is happening. Good connect from Tracer with her ult, but no! There's the ult from Lucio to save the day, but the Entomb is way too hard. Sanctification is out. Lucio is dead. Dehaka is gone as well, and that's a double kill that might just break the neck of the Cats. They lose a Nubarak, and this is a 5 versus 3. Great initial fight here, as you can see. I mean, that fight in particular, look at that Entomb that he throws out there. Big Entomb, and then the Sanctification, absolutely on point ults from the Dogs, and it allows them to win the fight easily. And that's, yeah, that is very likely going to be the beginning of the end for the Cats. We're not quite there yet, but as you can already tell, the topside fort will fall without the help of the Punisher. And in addition to that, they're now also getting closer and closer to level 20. So if they push this right, then it's a move for the second keep, and they will have their talents at the same time. That level 20 talents. So if you have Storm Talents, you have the Punisher, and you're going straight for Keep, the Keep should fall 100%. That would be the second one to fall on their side, and they might be able to get even more than that. So 3 kills to 10. The Cats desperately trying to somehow hold on to this. They bait on the Punisher towards the middle, trying to bait him here, but there's no fort anymore for damage. Level 20 talents are in, upgraded ults for Alexstrasza, for Tyrael, and for Leoric. Even Fawcett with a Wind Tunnel now. Comes already in, tries to get the angle maybe. Here's the Dragon Queen as they're trying to go for the kill. Another jump is getting procced by the Punisher as they're moving in, but the Nubarak is already gone, so it's a 5 versus 4 defense for the blue team as we have the Dogs walking slowly towards the core to try and claim victory in game number 1. 11 kills to 3, and they're looking way too strong right now. Coming in, swinging, and that is gonna be a game number 1 in this best of 3 series. No way to save this any longer. Nicely done. Tyrael with an explosion would take off another 5% by himself. Mephisto dies, but it doesn't matter anymore. Unless they're completely screwing this up or getting a disconnect, not even then would they lose this fight. Well played. Nice first map by the Dogs as they take the lead over the Cats in this best of 3 series. GG. Alright guys, before we're heading into the next map, just a quick PSA for everybody. I already advertised for them a while ago, and we have a sponsor here on the channel, that is Holzcan. They make watches, sunglasses, a lot of accessories, and I'm a huge fan. I talked about them a few times, and they've been a partner now for a few months. Just a quick side note, as Christmas is coming up, they actually have some special offers right now, particularly with Black Friday, so they have Black Weeks currently on their website, and what that means is that they have some absolutely crazy discounts. So there's a link in the description that you can click. Clicking the link, by the way, supports the channel directly. So even if you're not going for a wild shopping spree or anything, just clicking the link already helps. So I would really appreciate if you would take the few seconds that it takes to actually click through that and visit the website quickly. But that out of the way for just a second, their offers are really awesome. I love the products that these guys have. I have several watches from them by now, and I absolutely love them. So if you guys haven't taken a look, you definitely should. And as I said, they have some huge offers. So if you're still shopping for Christmas presents, if you want to get something for yourself, this might be the best opportunity to do exactly that. So check them out. And again, click the link, just support the channel alone. With that, we're heading into the next match. So thanks guys for listening, and enjoy the rest of the series. Okay, game number 2, Dogs against Cats, and we find ourselves on Tomb of the Spider Queen. Now once again, Meta Madness rules apply. We have 8 pre-bans, and the 10 heroes that were played on the first map cannot be played again. So 18 heroes are already out for this, which results in Khaldor making an appearance again. First of all, on the left side for the blue team, for the Cats, they have to win 2 in a row to get to the next round. We have Dark Dorita on Junkrat, Captain Rex on Stukov, Dark Dorita being Draco of course, Hirath on Rexa, Mopsy on Murdin, and Hongliu is playing Jaina. Now on the right side of the map, the Dogs have a chance to win the series right now. It is match point. Xemixam is playing ETC, Suspect Kalthas, Master Chips on Urel, we have J-Hard on Greymane with a cocktail build, going perfect aim on level 1, and Link is playing Malfurion. Alright, that is gonna be an interesting one. ETC starting things off with Guitar Hero. And also with dying. Moo, moo, moo. Bad cow. Alrighty, so ETC is already dead, and that was a really nice and neat kill for the cats here, starting game number 2 with a bang. But I have to admit that I'm always a little bit surprised when heroes that have globe talents that are very strong don't go for them when they're playing on Tomb of the Spider Queen, because this map is so awesome for any kind of globe stacks that it's really hard to pass up on that. Now, we have down at the bottom of the map our solo laners already doing their thing. Urel is going up against Rexa over here. Kalthas, of course, working on Mana Addict. And ETC plus Kalthas is, of course, an old-school comp that I talked about earlier. That power slide into a gravity lapse can be insanely powerful and has been in the days of old one of the strongest comps you could go for. And this is the exact reason why. ETC slide into Kalthas gravity lapse and down goes Stukov. Now, to be fair, this is obviously something we don't really see a whole lot these days outside of Meta Madness, simply because the mobility and power creep that came in with a lot of the Overwatch heroes put an end to that. But since we have all those pre-bans, we have him back to business right now. So, time will tell what they can accomplish here. The 4-man has been roaming. Now they're going for the Siege Giants, though. And, well, they try and steal this away here. Nice damage still from Jaina. Master Chips takes over. Power slide. And the end of Muradin. Urel is also dead. They're fully committed to the camp. And the red team claims it. The dogs take the camp, but they're losing 2 of their heroes. And now Jaina gets killed as well. Absolute bloodbath down here at the bottom of the map as everybody is committed to the Siege Giant camp. And yep, kill after kill. So yeah, job well done here. It was first Muradin, Urel that fall. After that they go for Greymane, but just look at that lock from Alfurion here. Power slide afterwards from ETC, and it's the end of Jaina. 3 kills to 3. So we're opening the second map up with a bang for sure. I already said it after ETC died in the middle. But they got one more aggressive shortly after that. We have the double clap for Muradin with Thunderburn as his level 4 talent, so he will go healing static on level 13 to get all of the sustain going. And Rexa also not specking into globes, but instead going on his level 4 talent into the Grizzled Fortitude. So Grizzled Fortitude for him. And the team's ready to start turning some gems in. Both of them are actually getting very close to have enough for the first Web Weaver wave. Energy Royal on level 4 for Kalthas, by the way, so making some adjustments there. And already working on that turn-in. The solo laners in particular would love to turn in. Master Chips has done exactly that. Prevents Rexa from doing the same. So we have 39 gems delivered by the dogs as they are trying to pressure the cats. Especially here in the middle of the map. Using the mercenary camp to push through that. Right. Yeah, well, we got all the way up at the top. J-Hart still taking care of the next wave. He has 6 gems right now. Not enough to get a full turn in, but it's still guarded. Same is true at the bottom of the map. Now with all the CC that the dogs have, we could see that slide again. Gravity lapse, and he misses it. And so does Malfurion. I mean, first of all, they shouldn't use it at the same time. They should really layer it. Communication wasn't really the best there, but if they layer the CC, they can very much lock a target down near infinity. ETC, the ragdoll, kicked around as he gets punished. Was a bit too far out there. And look at that, Incendiary Elixir. Yeah, we get a full-on cocktail build for Greymane. Haven't really seen that in a hot minute. With that kill against ETC, a chance for the cats to turn in some of their own gems. Urel runs straight into that Stormbolt. And outside of a dentist appointment, it also means that she has to visit the Nexus. That's the end of her. And the Blue Web Weavers, they are first in the game. Surprising. Dogs, after the initial turn-in, not able to make that happen. So, yeah, down to the bottom of the map. We now have a big push already going on from Rexa. Seems like ETC is trying to rotate over and deal with this. But, yeah, this is starting to get a bit spicy already this early in the game because they're losing quite a lot here. Junkrat is pushing at the top. There's nobody stopping him right now. So it's going to be a lot of structural damage. They will at least be able to break through the walls here. An attack against Stukov is not going to be enough. ETC maybe with another slide, which means that Rexa has more freedom at the bottom of the map. But they catch Stukov. They catch him again. Stukov is gone. Second time that he falls. Up at the top, the wall is gone. They're also getting some damage onto the fort itself. Bottom of the map, Rexa is now trying to do the same thing here. So they're opening this up for sure. I don't think they can take in an entire fort, but they have done damage at the top lane. Greyman and Khaldor's now taking care of it. That also means automatically that at the bottom some heroes are missing, and they're trying to even get a kill. Go for Master Chips. Good stuns, good slows, but it's not enough. They're moving away from this. 2 forts have taken damage. They might get the kill though, and they get it. They take ETC down, and they nearly got another one. Level 10 is ready. Riptire and a full hit on Khaldor's, but definitely not enough to get them a kill. So we have Riptire. We have more slaps for Stukov. And Water Elemental. It's actually boring these days. I want to see more Rings of Frost again. The Wombo was always fun. Teams learned very efficiently how to deal with it. Look at Stukov. Stukov slaps Greymane around. Yeah, the man has a big arm. He's a lefty apparently. So, over here, another turn-in opportunity. They won't be able to get the entire thing, but every single gem that you deliver safeguards this, of course. So you won't be able to lose them any longer. And for the red team, it's an opportunity to get their own turn in now. We got Phoenix, ETC also with the Mosh Pit on level 10, but they haven't turned in yet. They're still trying here. And they're also trying to go for Junkrat, and they might actually get him. Dracula, yeah, there he is gone, but they need to get the gems, and nobody's going for them. I expected Jaina to try and make a play for it, but she didn't, so they let the 14 gems go. ETC with a party! And this... No, he gets killed. For a second I really thought Stukov would walk away here, but that's not the case. ETC sacrificing his ult for that. Another double Stormbolt connect from Mopsio. 20,000 damage from Jaina. 15,000 from Greymane. And we have 48 gems, 50 gems in the hands of the dogs. They can definitely get that Web Weaver wave, and they need to. They're already moving down to the bottom of the map in an attempt to get to the second turn-in spot. Another interrupt, though. Really getting tricky. Now Jaina comes in too. They interrupt again. It's always the danger. If you get interrupted this much, at some point you might lose your gems. And this is going to happen likely to Khaldor's. That's 13 gems down the drain. And Master Chips is not jumping in to recover them. So that was a really important kill now for the Cats. Taking Khaldor's out cost the red team gems, and it prevented the turn-in from happening. But at the top, the lanes are still pushing out. Jaina is done with that baseline quest too, so she has Ice Block available now, giving her more survivability. And the same is also true for Khaldor's, of course. With the 21 globes that he is stacking on level 1, he has now his shield available to him. Nice push also set up at the bottom of the map here with Siege Giants. So nobody seems to take care of that. I don't really know what's going on here, but they're going to lose this fort. There's going to be a free fort for the blue team. The Cats are getting a free fort as the red team was trying to push the middle a bit. Red Web Weavers are going to be summoned, so finally a turn-in has happened. But it's still annoying as hell to them, or at least I suppose it is, that they lost the fort at the bot lane. That was a bit of a problem. So, yeah. Now that we have level 13 talents in the hands of the Cats, their defense should be a bit easier, at least initially. Red team wants to have no part in this. Now that they get their talent, it's already too late for the Web Weavers in the mid lane. They are gone. Here comes, as predicted, Healing Static. Again, the synergy unlocked with the level 4 talent. And Junkrat dealing with the top. This Web Weaver wave hasn't done a whole lot. They haven't even destroyed a lot of the walls. A huge problem. Partly an issue of the level 13 talent that came in time for the Cats. So, highly unfortunate for the dogs. But, yeah. Now Muradin is moving in again. Mopsio, of course, showing the usual aggression as he's moving in to try and get a kill for them. They're pushing them back quickly. Bot lane fort fall, meaning a lot more distance to safety. And they're trying to chase them out. There comes the interrupt. Attempt, and they get it. Mosh Pit, well done initially, but unfortunately Junkrat wasn't caught, so they can try and turn it on ETC. Riptire is already out. Jaina's to Ice Block, turns it, and they go for ETC again, and it's going to be the end of the main tank. The front line is gone. ETC is dead. The next play for Greymane, and he's gone, and so is Urel. They get a triple kill here and another chance to turn in their gems and deal with the mid lane. Very nicely done. Really well played. They get the kill on ETC, then they move in, drop Greymane, and of course the follow-up there towards the end, killing Urel too. Now they have level 15, 10 kills to 6. Blue Web Weavers are going to be indeed descending again, and we have them pushing already at the top, straight at the fort, in the middle of the map. Similar picture here as they're making another move for this. The Web Weavers aren't even there. This is going to give them a big lead. Lots of gems lost now to the dogs, and they're losing infrastructure. Bottom of the map. Oh, no! Greymane! Oh, the Stormbolt misses. Oh, God. That could have been disastrous. Imagine losing Greymane in that situation. That would have been ridiculous. So now that they're moving in here, we have nearly level 16 for the blue team. And with the level 16 talents, they have a massive advantage for this push. The top fort will fall. Junkrat is going to take care of it. There's a push at the bottom of the map happening. They're already rotating over, seeing if they can maybe even take ETC down, which isn't really the case. Muradin with a Stormbolt connect. The root. And Greymane again becomes the target. They are defending well, though. They are trying to get rid of them as quickly as they can here. Web Weavers are destroyed at the top, in the middle. Bit of damage still done at the bottom of the map. They opened up some of these walls at those keeps, but they couldn't do too much. Now the push isn't done yet. They're still looking for kills, and well, they might get it here. ETC gets attacked and blown to pieces. ETC, yeah. And nearly enough gems for another turn in now. So they come in again. Start for another Stormbolt. This time they miss. But the keep is exposed. They could go for it. Bit of damage against Urel. There's still 4 defenders on the map. And I'm not so sure if the keep is really in the cards for them right now. Even with a level 16 advantage. With another minion wave, they maybe have a shot. But dropping it this low is already a bit of a win. Camp is also up, so they can steal that away. Also, boss on the map. Could be another thing that they're going to take here. If they can go for the boss, they might be able to drop that too. Now, down at the bottom of the map, they're going for the remaining tower. The last one is getting killed. And now they really have to make a bit of a choice, because 16 is closing in for the dogs. Once that you are... If you are ahead by this much, you don't want to fight on even talents when you don't have to. There's also still camps to be taken on the map, so just use the opportunity. They fall back. They take the camps now. We have 30,000 damage for Greymane, 32,000 for Jaina. Only one that hasn't died yet, by the way, is Rexa and Malfurion. Now, they didn't really have a big enough window to go for a boss and get it safely, so they didn't even try. We still have, I guess, an attempt of the red team to at least turn some of their gems in. They don't have a lot of them. 41, it's not an... Oh, but a kill here could go a long way. Muradin gets blown apart. Nicely done, but now they need to make sure that ETC stays alive. Could even go for another kill. There's the Riptire. Urel survived, had her ult popped, or she would have died for sure. Now they're trying for another kill, and Stukov dies. Stukov goes down. But look at the setup here in the choke point. 1 down, 2 down, 3 down. It's again full bananas what's happening here. And they're getting a 5-man team wipe. The entire team gets destroyed. Big battle. And the initial damage from Jaina, look at this. She drops Urel, and then in that choke point, she just comes in and murders everyone nearly. And after that, they're just destroying the entire team. So yes, damage on the keep at the bottom of the map. Keep in the middle is getting attacked as well. 16 kills, 2-9. Exactly. And they are just crushing it right now. This is... I mean, if it's not the end of the game, then it is definitely... I mean, it kind of is. Even if they are not ending the core here, the only chance for the blue team to lose this now is if they're absolutely inting from here on out. A 3-level advantage with level 20 talents. On top of that, enough gems for a turn and 2 keeps destroyed, and your opponent hasn't taken a single fort out. You know this is going to be over. Muradin also keeping the boss alive. They get the turn in, and the red team is forced to fight here. Which means the Web Weaver are going to be a core. There's siege shines on the core already. They're forcing them in a fight against level 20 talents, which is the dream right now. Muradin gets attacked again. He survives. Core has already taken some shield damage at least. J-Hard is getting chased. Web Weavers are coming in. ETC is dead. Greyman is dead. Everybody's dead or dying. Malfurion is gone. And Web Weavers are touching ground as the catapults are once again stuck. Why can't Blizzard fix this shit? Why can this not be fixed? They're giving us some shitty patches with some bug fixes, and this is still in the game after 7 or 8 years. Ridiculous. And this is not a Harry Potter movie. So, with that, Urel is also gone. And guys, we're going to game number 3. The Cats are clawing their way back into the series. They force the 3rd map. The Dogs go down on Tomb of the Spider Queen. And a victory for the blue team. Nicely done. GG. Well played. The final map, one of these two teams is going to get kicked out of the tournament now, out of the second qualifier. The other one will advance to the next round of the losers bracket. And yep, the drafts are getting a little bit wilder. 20 heroes can't be played again because they have already been played previously. And of course, on top of that, there's 8 heroes that are pre-banned, which leaves us on the left side with Captain Rex on Deckard Cain, Zul played by Hirath, Drakir plays Thrall, we got Hongleo on Zagara, and Mopsio on Garrosh. Yep, it's getting wild over here for game number 3. Over on the right side of the map, we got Semixam on Joanna, Suspect on Zarya, Master Chips on Sonya, and Link on Morales, with Reyna going for Veteran Marksman. Oh yeah, baby, it is Meta Madness time. Let's go. That's actually a pretty cool combo for the Dogs, I gotta say. They have now the shield from Zarya on Jimmy. On top of that, they have Morales. And if Jimmy, I mean, they really want to turn him into a hyper carry over here. If they can get to the late game here in Towers of Doom, they might even be able to pull that one off. Towers is a great map to aim for late game. If you are not completely destroyed by the time, you can, in the late game, really turn it fully around and start the comeback. So let's see if it even gets to that. But of course, he has to stack properly in order to make that happen. Now, with all of the ults later, Jimmy can, in teamfights, really destroy. But we have also a lot of wave clear on the other side. I mean, all the lane push that we're seeing from the blue team is pretty crazy. You have Zagara and you have Zul. Those are just side laners. Then Garrosh at the front, and boy, I mean, this is a bit of a nutty setup. Zagara is pretty much a range damage for them here. And she can, of course, fill that role too. With Thrall, we have Trolling Thunder on level 1. But this could get crazy. It really could. Depending on how the game goes. The blue team has a lot more push power, at least in the early game. If they go for a few bell tower conversions and are able to dominate the game in the mid game, there's a chance that they're never even giving the red team an opportunity to bring this back. But yeah, it all hinges on how well they can fight back here. We have Sonya rotating from lane to lane right now, but she's gonna have a tough time dealing with Zul. Especially, of course, as those talents come in and he just slices through minion waves like hot butter through cheese. So, yeah, we'll see. For now, it's just early game ganks, early game attempts to push with a 4-man at the bottom of the map. Zarya has gone into the Demolitions Expert. They're, of course, going to try and demolish a couple of things here. Yeah, and with that, we now have over here in the middle a little bit of an attack too. Thrall got kind of caught. Triple altar phases, of course, going to come up in a moment. Also on level 1, we get, on level 4, we get the Frost Wolf pack right there. And they are making a move for Zarya. She gets flipped by Garrosh and very likely killed, but the pocket healer is still doing work, so Link, he kept her alive for a long time. Just not long enough. Jimmy is going stacking wherever he can. He's the one that actually died, not Zarya. So they stopped the stacking, at least for now. He came up to 12 on level 1. He's, of course, a lot more. I think the threshold for getting more out of stacking Veteran Marksman compared to Ace in the hole with slows was somewhere around 60, 70 stacks. So you have to really go a long way for that. Level 4 also gave us the Envenomed Spines. And yeah, Behemoth Armor for Jimmy on level 4. But as is, we have both teams still on level 6, no big advantages in experience, but there's the channel happening at the top left, top right, so easy exchange as usual. And down at the bottom of the map, it is altar number 3 that everybody is now going to be focusing on. Trying to get the hits in here. Yeah, careful. Khaldor with all the damage that he can get with Zagara. Same time, Jimmy trying to get a few more hits in. There's another one, and they might actually be able to get this. The minion wave is even coming in down here right now. Everything's just baited towards the altar. And of course, Zagara has also a lot of shit crawling around on the ground that can interrupt as well. So it's going to take them a while until they can fully channel this. Mopsio at the front is getting still crushed and attacked. So for Jayhard, this is a good opportunity to get a few more stacks together. And by now with level 7, they have the unstable compound, which is going to help him a lot too. And on top of that, the pinpoint accuracy, which they're trying to use against Mopsio. And they nearly got the kill, but not quite. Jayhard is getting more and more together out of this fight. The longer this lasts, the better for him. If he can keep stacking here, this would be fantastic for them. So it's not necessarily a bad thing, but the altar has been channeled, they got it, and that means that everybody is now slowly falling back. Up at the top, Zul still against Sonya. They're still trying to go for the camp. We have, with that, 4 stacks also for Thrall, just as a bit of a side note, because he still needs to make sure that he gets the last few hits in, or he is going to lose the progress again whenever he dies or misses a wolf, so has to be careful on that. But yeah, up at the top, Zul still sitting at the side. If he gets a little bit of help, then they might be able to do something here, but I don't really see that happening anytime soon. Everybody is just busy down at the bottom of the map, getting their own camp. Zagara, of course, with creep tumors all over the place as best as she can. A lot of them are being chunked down quickly by Jojo particularly, but they're trying their best. Another flip, this time against Johanna. 20 stacks now for Jimmy, working on more as we speak. Yeah, Stutter stabbing his way to victory in some of these battles. We've seen only a single kill. We're 5 minutes in. 1 kill only. But Jimmy gets caught. Yes, moves back out. Thrall wants him. And so does Garrosh, but they cannot quite get him, and Mopsio had to retreat. He dropped too low in hit points, but we now have Jimmy at 24 stacks. So he's at 17,000 damage points, 17,000 hero damage, 21,000 for Zagara. Level 10, of course, is going to give us another attack boost for Jimmy thanks to Morales. And that's, I believe, where the real party starts. Having a double altar coming up is also another opportunity for Jimmy to get more together here. And they're targeting the front line once again. He's just padding his stacks. Always attack the first target here and just keep doing that throughout the entire game. So Stutter stepping slowly back. They might lose Zarya here. One channel has already happened in the middle. Sonya has gotten it down at the bottom of the map. It's Thrall that's actually going for it as we speak. Jimmy with more and more, but they go for Jojo and she falls. Morales not able to keep her alive. They go for Mopsio at the same time. It's Deckard Cain that dies first though. Thrall is also gone. Mopsio still alive. There's the ult and he's gonna fall eventually. It's a triple, baby. They go for the triple kill and are able to pull it off here. Morales not making a choice just yet, but I would expect Stim Drone, considering how heavily they are looking at Jimmy here. And yep, there it is. Stim Drone is taken. They also got Hyperion. They could actually use most of that now to try and get that bell tower at the bottom of the map. A little bit shocked that they didn't. I think if they dropped both the ults here, they would have been able to pull that off. More misses. We also have Leap for Sonya. Helps her with escape at the top, and later on in team fights you can do that too. Sundering, and yep, there's the Stim Drop. And they're taking down Deckard Cain. So, 34 stacks now for Jayhard. 4 kills to 2, nearly a level lead. Gotta give him to the dogs. They are actually doing a lot here. I'm impressed. 24 stacks on the Behemoth armor. We get to 36 now for Jimmy. And they are making the life of these frontliners extremely hard. The blue team, they are in a bit of a pickle. If they get a good hit off with Thrall Sundering, they can always go for Jimmy here. But the damage is going to continue stacking as the game goes on. And if they're already struggling in the mid game, then the late game is not going to be much easier for them. So once again, Deckard Cain doing what he can. They're trying to go for Mopsio. There's the taunt. Thrall gets attacked. Morales griefing in the back, finally popping the heal. And it's Garrosh that falls. More stacks for Jimmy. More damage for Raynor. And he gets another kill. As they are going for the next channel, it's already 32 to 28 points. And they have level 13 talents now as well. As they're moving in for that bell tower. The 4 shots get fired and drop the blue team score down to 24. Jimmy is at 35,000. Zagara at 36, but they keep poking. Zarya, of course, too. I mean, she's at 24,000 damage herself and adds also a lot of siege damage here. And Sonya the entire time is just rotating between the lanes. Same as Zul. The two of them are dominating the middle and the top, whereas everything else plays out down at the bottom of the map. There comes Sundering. Jojo fully unimpressed with the Iron Skin. They turn it on to Thrall and take Drakia down. Big maw, but too late. Massive maw, but it's too late. There's the leap. Whoa! And they might even get the kill on Mopsio again, and indeed they do. They are absolutely crushing it right now. The dogs, they are trying to prove that they are the superior breed. And I agree. I absolutely agree. Dogs against cats, there can be only one winner. And right now it seems like it is going to be a man's best friend. 7 kills to 2. And level 14 in their hands. 50 stacks for Jimmy. We're 9 minutes in. 9 minutes into the game. And Jimmy is already at 50 stacks on his level 1. That's a great start into this. Now just imagine this continuing into the late game. His auto attack damage is going to be absolutely brutal. So unless they're able to blow him to pieces within seconds, he will give them all that sustained damage that they need in these fights. And there's also Zarya to be accounted for as well. So a lot of opportunities now for the dogs. The cats trying to fight back, trying to stop these pumpkins from moving in. Morales the entire time sitting in the back. Link doing a great job with positioning now. Always making sure that he can't become the target. And then he's ready to heal the rest of the team. It's exactly what they're doing. We nearly have level 16 on the board now. And, yeah, well, blue team caught up with level 13 talents. But once level 16 is ready, that's a problem. Master Chip survives. In comes the ult again. Oh, another kill. Yep, good leap. Full connected, and that's Morales coming through and dropping the final damage. Interrupt is happening. Jimmy in trouble, and he was way too far out there. Nice catch by Mopsio. Down goes Raynor, but they might still not be able to get that channel on the altar. And it's a 5 versus 3 bell tower situation that we're looking at now. So a big advantage for them as we speak. With that level 16 talent, they should be able to make the play here. But Thrall is going to be back in 3 seconds, and Jimmy is down for another 18. So a 5 versus 4 situation would play into the hands of the cats, or the paws. Horrible joke, I know. Somebody had to do it. You were thinking it. I was just the one that said it. They go for Deckard, and they take him down. Slam, bam, and Master Chips with a double kill. Nice. Comes in, and that's 5 more points of the blue team score. Yeah, they're in real trouble now. That could be the... Honestly, this could be the end of their tournament run. Let's just be honest there for just a second. 10 kills to 3. They're already dominating. Jimmy is going to get stronger and stronger as this continues. They need to change their MO a bit on the blue team side, or it's going to be a very rude awakening. Another camp now taken. J-Hart, the only problem that he has is that he's riding the poverty horse here. That's not a mount. That's not a mount for Jimmy. That's disrespectful. And this is a kill. Yep, Zagara gets blown to pieces once again. Good damage for her, by the way. She's sitting at nearly 60,000, top damage in the game. But that doesn't do jack shit for you if you're not able to get kills. So, 19 points on the core against 32. And we have Sonya also still applying some pressure at the top as she is about to take a camp there. So Sonya grabbing the pumpkins, and she could eventually actually overtake the bell tower at the top. And if she does that, I think it's even harder. Once again, they keep stacking here. They go for Mopsio, good damage, zoning them out completely. On level 16 also with the Paint Them Red, so a bit more sustain for the man himself. Bone Spear on 60 now for Zul, and they're still fighting this out. Jimmy is sitting at nearly 60 stacks now, 48 for his behemoth armor. So a lot of additional hit points now too. Makes him harder and harder to kill as all of this continues. With the triple altar phase, we could even see the blue team drop down into single digits now. 17 points on the core against 32. The good news for the blue team is they have level 16 talents. So now they can take fights. They have at least a chance to take proper fights here. They have to be aggressive, and they know it too. They need to see if they can catch somebody here, get a quick kill, turn it into a numbers advantage, and then play their hand properly. But it's not going to be easy. The attack is already coming. Zarya is currently channeling at the bottom. She's missing in the fight. Sonya has to leap out. Nice attempt to isolate, and they do kill Jojo. Gets isolated by the Maw. Very nicely done by Zagara. Not even trying to catch Joanna in the Maw, just trying to isolate her, and that's exactly what they did. So from that regard, absolutely perfect. Likely going to give them 2 of those altars. They get both of them. That's 6 shots fired. Once again, Thrall towards the front. Nice, great ult from Zarya though. Fantastic ult. No leap follow-up from Sonya, still on cooldown, but they still get kills. Zarya falls, and so does Jimmy, and that is bad news. Imagine, just imagine, if Sonya would have had her cooldown there. Whew. A leap in that position would have absolutely destroyed the entire Cats team. But as is, we have 12 points against 26 on the core, an opportunity to take back the bell tower at the bottom of the map. So yes, the Cats, they are trying to bring this back. They can maybe try and bring this one back now. But it's still a level that they're behind. Now they gain a bit of momentum, of course. There's also still damage done at the top, so another thing to definitely consider. But with 5 back on the map, there's an opportunity maybe for the Dogs to end this after all with level 20 talents. Maybe not quite end it directly, but at least get themselves an even bigger lead. But down at the bottom of the map, now a chance to maybe even take that bell tower over. They're getting at least close, they can drop it low. But it's a 5 versus 5 now, so they gotta be careful here. Double altars coming up next. It is traditionally an exchange, top left, top right. Don't think we're gonna see anything else happening here, even with a level talent advantage as a potential boon to the Dogs. Unless, of course, the blue team is somehow able to get a kill here. That's the only one. But yeah, 20 is close. Very, very close. And all the way up at the top, this might be enough experience for Sonya. So they don't have a lot of vision, so she's being a bit careful here. But they are going for their Storm Talents, and the blue team is going to let this one slide. Storm Talents are in. That gives us Ignore Pain. Sonya runs in. I'm not quite sure. Blue team is willing to fight this. I'm not sure if this is the right choice. Oh, great Maw. Good Maw. Isolating them again. And Jojo is dead. And so is Sonya. Zagara is making some of the big plays right now. Earlier she isolated Jojo. Now she isolates 2. Makes sure there is no support for Sonya and for Jojo. And that means double kill. The channel has still been exchanged. So we have only 8 points on the blue team's core. And 22 for the red team. But at least they were able to fight this one. So that was well done by the Cats. The Maw changed everything. It isolated 2 heroes, made it essentially a 5 versus 3 fight for a few seconds, and that was more than enough for them to get the kills. Shots are fired. Core is going to drop down to 18 points. Still gives the Cats a big disadvantage overall, but this could get closer now. And I like what the blue team's doing. The bottom bell tower is already low. Now they're going towards the top, trying to convert this. At the bottom, the reaction is immediate, as the Cats are saying, alright, if you take our top bell tower, we're going to take the one at the bottom of the map. They got to do something here. And the faster they get it, the better, because the flank is coming. The flank is coming, and you got to retreat. They're letting this go. They're realizing that they might even be too late for this. If they get caught and died now, this would be a disaster. And, well, they are not looking like they're making it out of this battle. Plus shield, maybe? Can they save Jimmy? Yes, they can! This is insane! They actually saved him. The leap, and Zarya is still alive. Another Maw. She finally falls. This might have been the big play by the Cats. But they're low. They're low, and they lose Zul. It's a 4 versus 4, and Jimmy comes in with more and more damage. He's at 72,000. He can't hold a candle to Zagara, but it's still more than enough damage for him right now. We have 2 altars up at the top, and they need to channel at least one of them. That would drop the blue team down to only 4. If they can get both, they end the game. They win it right here, right now. Zul is gone, but so is Zarya, and she was a big part of this. Oh, it's actually a 5 versus 3 bell tower situation. So we're going to 5 versus 12 points on the core as Sonya's trying to hold on to the bot lane. Sundering at the top again. Good damage and nearly a kill against Thrall. Nearly able to take him down, but there's another flip, and these are the things that cannot happen. You cannot stagger deaths like this. This cannot happen in a situation like that. Big problem for the dogs now. They might give this game away. The bell tower at the bottom can be taken over by the blue team at any point in time. So they're trying to retake at the top now, but it's going to be a simple exchange. Still is going to play into their hands, obviously. At least this bell tower will then be at full HP. But it doesn't change the overall situation on the map. It's going to be 5 versus 3 on the bell tower count. But I gotta say, the Cats, they are getting closer and closer to a real comeback here. Thrall also has still not made a choice on his level 20. He still hasn't chosen here. Level 20 for Jimmy, Sergeant Pepper, right here. So it's going to help him to spike that damage even further. But yeah, it's a tough one. It's a real tough one. 23 kills in total, 10 against 13. Damage output, Jimmy is sitting at 80,000. Zagara about to join the 6-digit club. She's about to hit 100k. Down here, now they got the 5-man. It comes down to who wins the next team fight, I think. Yeah, so right now, who's gonna get the next big hit? Mopsio missing there a bit. Pumpkin's already taken down, most of them at least. They're going for the next set as well. And they should be able to destroy every single one of them. All the pumpkins are gone. Double altar activating. Oh my god, that was an aggressive leap. Super aggressive leap. Sundering immediately afterwards. They try to go for Mopsio, and Mopsio is alive, and he dies. Mopsio is gone, but look at this Maw again. These Maws are way too good. Morales is about to go down. Sonya is dead. Morales is dead. Zagara is absolutely crushing it, in my opinion. They get Zul, though, but they lose Johanna. It's a 2 versus 3 right now. No matter how much Jimmy does here in regards to damage, it's still going to be dicey. Zarya is helping as much as she can. The Sundering negated by her bubble. Holy shit. Jimmy is crushing it. He's absolutely crushing it. They got Kane with a stun. They try for the channel soon. No, Jimmy gets caught. Does she have the ult? Yes, she has another bubble. But Zarya is going to die in a moment. Can he get the kill? No, he cannot. It's a 5-man team wipe. Insane. Absolutely insane. They're trying to take the bell towers now. What a fight and what a battle. What is this game? And keep in mind, it's Zagara. Zagara, time and time again, with these absolutely incredible Maws at sections of half of the team that allows them to take these fights. And they're winning it! They're winning it! 6 bell towers, they need both channels. The first one is already hitting, and it's hitting hard. Zagara is trying to get there. So is, of course, Sonya for the interrupt, but it's not happening. The Cats take down the dogs. They win it. What a turnaround. What a comeback on Towers of Doom as the Cats beat the dogs and move on to the next round of the losers bracket. GG. Well played.